Girls, what are you doing in here? No, you're not supposed to be in here. There's nothing in here for you. No. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Tammy here, for those of you who don't know me. Today we're in the greenhouse and I am really excited because I just feel like now, starting today, is the beginning of my new year for the growing season, and I am excited. So today we're going to be planting quite a few things actually. I'm going to transplant a few things as well to bigger. I got to up pot. I got to make sure that some of them are yeah, like my onions, they're kind of looking a little weak right now. So, but anyway, I just thought I'd bring you along with me, and let's have some fun together. Come on, get out. Keep going. So let me show you what we got going on here. It's a mess, but we'll get it fixed up. Okay, we got a couple trays here of onions that are looking real, not the greatest, but we will up pot them. We're going to transplant them. Actually, I don't think I'm going to up pot them. I'm just going to put them individually into the ground and get them started. They can handle a little bit of the cold. So the last few days, actually the last 2 days, yesterday and today, have been amazing weather. So, but all last week was nothing but rain. So I've got some new cauliflower that has started in this one here, as well as, what's this? Anyway, as well as some green peppers that I brought down from the house that were under the grow light. I brought them down here last night. So they have a little bit of stress. They're showing some stress. Same with here. Here's some eggplant. Oops. Sorry, I'm getting my tripod stuck here. Anyway, so eggplant, so that got a little bit of stress too. This is pathetic looking. I don't even know what I'm going to be able to salvage from this. I may have to start over. Cauliflower and broccoli. That's why I did start another tray over there. So I've got some more bell peppers here, which are showing some stress as well. And then I've got my peas. My peas did pretty good because, well, peas can handle they can handle a bit of a frost as well. So, and then I do want to put I want to start putting some seeds in my grow towers here too. So I've got lots to do today, and I may not be able to bring you through all of it. I may have to just make 2 videos from this because, like I said, there's a lot. Yeah. I'm going to be doing flowers as well. I'm going to be planting some flowers, and I'm going to start planting some herbs. Let's see here. I got quite a lot of seeds here that I'm going to be opening up and get them planted. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out what to start off next. I think I should attack the onions first, most likely, and then I can move on from there. So, wish me luck. I got a tub here that I'm going to pour some of the starting mix for the seeds into, as well as some peat moss. So I'm going to mix some of that. I hear a chicken down the road. That better not be mine. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to find my scissors. So I'm also going to be repurposing the potting soil that I had last year in some of these pots here that some seeds didn't grow or whatever. So I'm just going to mix that also in and not waste it, just repurpose it. Everything's so expensive nowadays. You gotta do what you gotta do. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mix. There's quite a few pots here that flowers didn't seed up last year, so I'm gonna just throw it in here. Well, that was supposed to be lavender. The girls are back, are you? Okay, I'm gonna put some more peat moss in here just to fluff it up a bit more. This is just like seed starting mix, so and really, you know, what I have kind of personally discovered, I guess, is that really when it comes to seed starting mix, all it really is peat moss, vermiculite, and that's about it. It's just enough, you know, it's light and fluffy so that the seed doesn't struggle to get up through. Because if you use a potting soil or garden soil or the soil that's outside, if it's soil that you're just digging up on your property or whatever, it's harder for them to poke through because it's so compact and stuff. So you want something that's light and fluffy and airy. So even if you just started out with a bag of peat moss, you'd be fine with that too. You don't even need vermiculite or really anything. Vermiculite kind of just opens up the air, but peat moss is so, you know, nothing to it, really. So anyway, that's just my observation. That's the word I was trying to think of, was my personal observation. I'll find my words. All right, let's get this mixed up. There is some potting soil in this too. Just like I said, I'm repurposing a lot of the soil that I had last year that needs to get used up. Let's do the onions first. Okay, so I'm gonna have to really gently take these out, pull them apart. I'm gonna lay them out and then go from there. Like, there's a few of them that are stronger than others. You know, others are just kind of withering away to nothing. But anyway, that's my own fault. These are yellow onions. I've got some red onions here in my other tray, and some brown onions as well. So let's see about pulling these guys apart. And the soil that's in here, I'm going to put in my tub there. Because let me get, I got to get a pry stick or something. That's exactly what I got, was a stick. Okay, so this is light brown onion. Okay, I'm just going to loosen up the soil so I can gently pull them out. Now, I don't know if all these will survive, but I'm not going to waste them. I'm going to plant them anyway, just in case. And make sure that I know what it is. So I'm going to get these pulled out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my, excuse me, my yellow onions here, red onions here, light brown onions here. The variety for the light brown, they're called Expression, and these are more of like a long storage type onion. So and they're supposed to be kind of mild, a mild onion. And then the red onion is early reds. So they're early reds, they take 95 days. I love red onions. And the yellow onion, they're called Frontiers, and they are, how many days? 100 days. So these ones kind of look more more alive than these light brown ones. So anyway, we'll see what we can do, right? Wanted to, you know, get a good storage of onions. I put the soil that was in these pots that the onions were in, I just mixed it up in here. Again, I'm just repurposing everything. Like I said, too much money for things are just too expensive. And yeah, you just got to do what you got to do. Okay, so we're going to go out into the garden where I'm going to plant these and get these in the ground. Okay, so I kind of just turned up my soil just a little bit just to loosen it up, fluff it up. And it looks like there's been a few onions that stayed in the ground, so I'm going to keep them there. Maybe something might happen with them. And my first box here is my garlic, so that's coming up real good, better than last year. So I'm pretty happy about that. Like, I've got 3 boxes here, and I don't know. I'm not going to have enough to fill all 3, so I may have to split one box in half, and that might be the light brown onions. Alright, let's get the reds in. So I'm just going to gently push the roots down into the soil with this little metal stick that I got here. Okay, it looks like I was wrong. I did have enough to do all 3 beds. So I've got yellow. Nope. 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 I've got red, yellow, brown. So that's good. 3 boxes of different types of onions. That took me about, half an hour, I think. Yeah, about a half an hour to get those slips in. Or they're not slips, they're starters. Okay. I feel accomplished so far. Let's go on to the next thing. Okay, so I just read up on this okra, this particular variety, Clemson Spineless. And these grow between 3 and 9 inches long, the pods do, green pods. And they go up to 4 to 5 feet tall. So you can actually grow this variety in a pot, like in a container, or in a raised bed or something like that. But you want to make sure that depending on how many seeds or plants that you're going to be taking care of, you want to make sure that they're at least 2 feet apart, because if they get too crowded, you tend to get less fruit. So that's what I just read. So these are the seeds right here. And I'm thinking, because they also have to have, here, let me turn the camera around. Okra grows in the south. If you have cool summers, which we do, we don't get all that hot here. We get maybe 32, 35 max of Celsius here in New Brunswick, Canada. So it doesn't get all that hot, and it doesn't stay that hot steady. So, and I'm over by a river, which is, you get that cool breeze from the river. But anyway, I'm thinking of growing these I've got raised boxes in my first greenhouse. And if they like it hot, I think I'm going to try putting them over there. I think it would be the best bet. A smart move for me to do is to get them over there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually just direct seed them, and we'll see what happens. So I've decided to put it in the back of the greenhouse. I'm going to put some more potting soil in here. This should be good. So this variety is Clemson Spineless. Alright, so these are going to grow 4 to 5 feet tall. I'm 5 foot tall. So that's telling me it's probably going to come up to about here. Okay. So I'm pretty much putting 6 seeds in this box. It does say to start these indoors 6 weeks before your frost. Lord, bless these seeds. So time is getting away from me way too quick. It's already lunchtime. I have to step away from the garden for a bit and go help a senior from our church. She asked me to stop by if I could help her with her floors. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and do that, and I'll come back and we'll resume. So we have one of our girls in the hospital. Well, I've just discovered that I first thought that this girl was egg bound because she's so puffed up and everything. Turns out she's not egg bound. She has a condition called waterbelly. Waterbelly is basically like her stomach is really like down here. Whoops, down here she's swollen, and it's full of water. And really, it's basically heart failure. Liver function is off. So there is a couple techniques that I can do. One being taking a little blade and making a little slice on the right side of her and releasing some of that fluid. It doesn't hurt them. Or I can get one of those veterinarian needles where I can suck the fluid out. Or we can take her out of her misery because she's going to eventually die of this anyways. Unfortunately. This is heart failure. She is an older girl. Yeah, so that's a decision that I have to make, and I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I should just take her out of her misery or what. Because the breathing gets labored, the fluid just fills up in them, and you got to continuously take the fluid out. So okay, this girl is back. I was gone for a couple hours, so yeah, so now I'm just trying to figure out what I should be doing next. I should be transplanting, getting these bell peppers out of here and get them in their own pots. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know, I think I should just put them in these. I'm hearing a lot of action with the girls up there. I let everybody out so they can all amalgamate together, including the roosters. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 roosters up there. So yeah, I may have to go up there because they're making a lot of ruckus up there. One sec. I have to get them to figure it out on their own. Not climbing up that hill. Okay, so we're going to gently pull these out. These are supposed to be Canadian, and Seeds of Change is the company. Organic California Wonder red bell peppers. Gently. They're already stressed as it is. They need water. Yeah, this might take me a bit. I'm growing a lot of bell peppers this year. Sounds like we've got a excavator or something up the road going on. Might be my auntie's place. So what are you guys planting this year? Comment below and let me know what you're doing this year. Have you gotten on the bandwagon of growing more of your own food due to what's going on? You know, a lot of people are waking up, as they are calling it. Just seems like there's a lot of uncertainty going on. In times like this, I believe that God says, get busy. Don't let your hands be idle. I'm so glad that before COVID hit, my neighbor up the road got me taught and started teaching me about canning and things like that, preserving my food, pressure canning and water bath canning. And neither one of us knew, you know, about COVID It hadn't even come about yet. So I bought my pressure canner online. You know, I can't get over the prices of them, how they've skyrocketed too. Try and get one as soon as you can. I planted these. When did I plant these? The bell peppers. I can't remember when I planted them. But even these have been taking a while to kind of grow up. So much easier when everything's dry, and then once you get it planted, then you can water it. They're looking pretty pathetic right now, but hopefully they'll come back around. Otherwise, I gotta start over again. I don't really want to. My last frost date here is the 15th of May. I'm gonna get these going, and I'll bring you right back, and then we'll figure out where we're going to, figure out what we're gonna do next. Okay, that took me a while. That took me about an hour to do. There's 18 per tray, minus 2 here. I've got a few more that I'm gonna see if I can salvage. When you grow plants, start them from inside. Because they have been under a artificial UV light system, if you have that, they're not used to the direct sun, right? So technically you're supposed to take your plants, let them hang out for a couple hours out of the day, and then bring them back in. I got to get this going, so I'm really just kind of pushing the envelope here to get this going. So I'm really hoping that that they don't get too stressed out too much, because like I said, I want to grow a lot of bell peppers this year, chop them up, freeze them, put them in our stir fries and things like that. So I really want my peppers to be awesome this year, as well as my cauliflower. Cauliflower is going to be my other big crop this year. And cabbage, I think I'm going to do a few cabbages. But there's also some flowers that I got to get started too, and some herbs. So I got a feeling I'm going to be doing a couple different, 2, maybe even 3 videos. Definitely 2 videos of my planting. Okay, sorry, I should have kind of figured all this out before I turned on the camera, because I kind of feel like I've got so much to do, and the day is running out of time, and yeah, so I feel very unorganized. And you're probably thinking, yeah, you are. I'm also contemplating whether to put the peas out now or wait maybe another week. I've got tons of peas, so it's not like I can't just, you know, keep planting. So let's do that. Bump your head on the greenhouse. Yeah, another reason why too that I'm trying to get everything done is I've got my friend who is, I spoke of her before, but she just purchased some property up the road from me here. She was able to get 5 acres. But I want to get as much as this done, because she's going to be here for a week. And what's the matter, Schizo? That's Schizo. That's funny. Anyway, she's going to be here for a week, and I want to be able to help her out too, because we're going to be cutting some trees down for her and clear a driveway up to as far as we can anyway. And I think she's gonna rent a machine too to kind of make it easier. But I want to be able to help her, so we're gonna put my peas up against these trellises here, and I did that last year, so they did not too bad here. So we're gonna try it again. All right, get in the dirt. Okay, so I just took some of my fabric and covered them for the night. I'm gonna start supper, so I'm going to actually end this video now. And we'll return with another video with doing flowers, and then we can get some spinach and some lettuce in these little towers here. So hey, I feel accomplished. I got a few things done for the day, and did a job for my Lord and helped a woman with her floors. You pick this up, so I feel good. And I just noticed that Joe's home, so he's probably a hungry man, just like I am. Okay, so thanks for hanging out with me today. It's been a pleasure. I always appreciate the time that you guys take to watch my videos and things like that. So if you like this sort of content, you know what to do. Hit the bell, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you part of the homemade and homegrown family. Okay, so we'll see you in the next video. Take care and God bless. Bye for now.